This is one of the 3 dashboards that I just made in about 15 minutes using Claude's brand new Fable 5. And today I'm going to show you exactly how you can do the same, because analyzing loads of data and creating these beautiful advanced AI dashboards is one of the main ways that I personally use AI for some of my clients, and it just got a massive upgrade because Claude just released Fable 5, which is a brand new model, one step above the Opus models. It's basically a Mythos model, which has been highly anticipated for weeks now, and you can see some of the benchmarks right here. Compared to Opus 4.8, it has 80% in agentic coding compared to 69%, and with Frontier code, it has 29% compared to 13%. Spatial reasoning is 38% compared to 14%. Cybersecurity is 78% compared to 40%. So this is by far the biggest upgrade to an AI model that we've seen in months, and it's a pretty big deal. And it's important to be up to date with these things. So let me show you the absolute best way of analyzing data and creating beautiful AI dashboards right now with Fable 5. So just to show you an example, this is one of the 3 dashboards that I just had made, basically 3 different prototypes of the same data. So let me show you the exact workflow I used to generate this result. It basically just took me 15 minutes of manual work and maybe another 15-20 minutes of waiting for Claude to execute all of this, and it made this beautiful dashboard and 2 other dashboards plus a full board report that I will show you very soon. But I basically had this folder with a lot of e-commerce data over the past 6 months, or from October to March. So we have this massive sales CSV file, cash flow CSV file, and expense CSV file. Plus I also attached the brand style guide for the brand that I was working with. In this case, it's a made-up brand because I don't want to reveal any actual data from any brands, but you get the idea. And the way I always like to start with doing these sorts of workflows is in Claude Cowork. I use Claude Cowork a lot because I think that's all in all like the best tool for most people, because it can work directly in your folders, and it also has a lot of other really cool features like the live artifacts, etc. So I basically just told it to work in that folder with the e-commerce data that I just showed you, and this is the exact prompt that I gave it. I said, in this folder you'll find a lot of e-com data from a client of mine along with our brand style guide. Please use the data exploration skill, analyze skill, data validation skill, and any other relevant skill to analyze this data in detail. Act like a professional senior data analyst with 10 years of experience working for the big 4 consulting companies. Figure out the best way to structure the data and findings. I want all the key data easily readable and a full report with the key findings and improvement areas. I will then give this data to Claude Design to make it into a visually stunning dashboard. So make sure it's easily digestible and structured for Claude Design. The final data, findings, and dashboards will be presented to the board. So make sure everything is accurate, everything is included, and with proper action steps. Ask if you have any questions. I always like to end with this because then Claude easily can ask you anything that is kind of missing in your prompt. So it asked me a couple of questions and then it got to work. And it then created this new analysis folder. So here you have all the different data files. So cash flow, channel performance, channel revenue, customer type, dashboard data, discount analysis, basically all the data easily structured and analyzed for Claude Design to use. It also made a separate design folder where it had the brand design tokens, where it kind of gave Claude Design some instructions for the actual design part, and it made this README file with some different instructions for Claude Design. I then went ahead and said, you can now make me a prompt for Claude Design to create a complete dashboard with different menus / drop-down bars for the different sections. It should look advanced and as visually impressive and unique as possible. I want 3 prototypes that are different and unique to each other so I can decide which one I want to use. It should follow the brand style guide at least briefly, but it doesn't have to follow it 100%, so we get some variation in the different prototypes. Ask if you have any questions again. Then said it wanted to make earthy editorial, dark command center, and bold data studio. As said, I didn't really want the editorial one, so please change that out. It then changed that to a summit altitude prototype instead, and it made this full prompt to give to Claude Design, and it added it into the folder that it made. And what I then did is basically just uploaded all of those files into Claude Design, made sure that it was using Claude Fable 5, obviously. Same thing goes for Cowork right here. If you can't see it, make sure to just update your Claude app and you should be able to use Fable 5. I then just told Claude Design that I have attached all required data files, read the JSON files and the README MD file, and then proceed with the Claude Design prompt. You don't need to say anything else because AI will then just go ahead and read all your files and it will see the prompt that you have attached as an MD file and then just follow that prompt. So that's what it did, and it then went ahead and created these 3 dashboards. So it created this one, which is the Bold Data Studio dashboard. So as you can see, this is a bit different to the one I showed you earlier. In my opinion, it has some more character, it's more fun. So depending on who you're showing this data to, there's certainly a use case for using a dashboard that's more like this. Everything is interactive, everything works as it should. You can drag to decide which months you want to include in the data. Obviously, it's visually super appealing and pleasing to the eye. It has all the key data. It then has the menus on the left hand side, so you can go to cash story, 45K, 21K left, every dollar of paper profit and more was consumed by refunds and inventory. Kind of tells more of a story than some of the other dashboards, but this is a really cool dashboard. You can then see some info on the returns. 1 in 5 orders come back. You can head into sales, strong engine, shrinking basket, another really cool page right here. Again, interactive, so you can easily change the data. You can then go into costs and marketing. Marketing is ratio locked, and you can see the action plan. So plug the leak, then build. Priority number 1 should be stop the cache leak, and it gives you some action steps for how to do that, like kill the welcome 20, which has the worst return rate, rebuild the margin, ROAS govern marketing, cap at 16% of revenue, cut the worst CAC platform first, retention flywheel, and some board targets for the next review. So this is honestly a really cool and unique dashboard. If I head into the next one, this is the dark command center that I showed you earlier. Again, a really cool dashboard that I like a lot. You have menus for the months you want to include up here. Here you have the executive overview. You then have the cache story. It's obviously the same data as the previous one I just showed you, just with a different design. You then have the returns. I really like this dashboard. It has these neon glowing kind of numbers and charts. Everything again is interactive. You can then head into sales, costs, and the action plan at the very end. And at the end, you have the summit altitude kind of dashboard. So this is what that looks like. Again, everything obviously works and is interactive. You can head into the cache story, returns problem, sales performance, cost and marketing, and action plan. So all 3 of these dashboards are absolutely beautiful. And I'm 100% certain that any of these dashboards would highly impress any board or any team member or any client that you may have. And as you can tell, it did very much follow the brand style guide that I gave it as well. So depending on what brand style guide you attach, it will obviously kind of keep that in mind and make the designs based on that. So those are the main dashboards that I built, but I also told Claude to make a full board report as an MD file, which it did during the first analysis. So I then just went ahead and said, now make me a prompt for the board report. I just want to make a visually stunning HTML for this report. Only 1 version or prototype needed. Let me know if you have any questions. It then made that report as well. So for that, I just wanted a simple HTML that I could show to the board. And I just attached that new prompt to Claude Design, and it made this one super easily. So this is just a simple report with the key findings and data and action steps, etc., that you can show to anyone you want to show it to, etc. So this is the power of Claude Fable 5. It made some beautiful dashboards. It also did a great job at actually analyzing the data and finding key action steps. But do also keep in mind that Fable 5 is an expensive model. It's 2x the cost of Opus 4.8. So it is a massive upgrade. It's great. And chances are you won't hit your usage limits if you use it like a normal user, because most people are not like heavy AI users. But if you are a heavy AI user, I would probably keep Fable 5 usage to the minimum as well, only for hard or very important tasks. And then you could easily use Opus 4.8 for more basic tasks so that you use less tokens. But if you have any small changes to these dashboards you want to make, Claude Design also makes it super easy to make changes. You can just say it in the chat. You can just say make tweaks right here and describe what you want to tweak, and it does that for the dashboard you're looking at. You can also mark up, and you can just click on a specific thing that you want to change, which is super cool. So let's say it's just like one number you want to change, or you want to change the color of this. You just click markup, click on that, and just tell it what to do. Makes it super easy. Or you can edit certain parts as well, like the fonts and the background colors, etc. So Claude Design is an incredible tool. And then once you're happy with a design after making some different prototypes, you can just click on share, and you can share a link, or you can export it as a PDF, PowerPoint, standalone HTML, project archive, or my favorite is this send to option, where you can just send it to Claude Code. It will hand off the project to your terminal, and you can just continue working on like the backend or making small changes in Claude Code after you have actually made the first prototype of the design. So you just click send, and you get this text you can just copy, or you can download it as a zip file and just hand that off to Claude Code. So right now, using the brand new Fable 5 model from Claude, which is by far the most powerful AI model on the market right now, this is the absolute best way of creating super advanced and beautiful AI dashboards by combining Claude Cowork and Claude Design. If you have any questions, do let me know down below, or if you have any better methods or better prompting that you personally use, let me know down below in the comment section, because I always want to learn and hear how other people use it. If you are interested in learning more about this, we do have a full AI Impact Skool community with full Claude courses. We give away starter repos, and in the next few days, we are also adding our complete infinite brain system. Instead of a second brain for your AI, we have basically created a full infinite brain operating system that works with the AI model of your choice and just takes your entire AI experience and output to the next level. So you can check out this video to learn more about it, but the link to our Skool community will be down below. We are increasing the price on June 15th, so keep that in mind. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. With that said, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.